Hello, and welcome to your walkthrough of the Pearson eText for the 8th edition of Teaching Students Who Are Exceptional, Diverse, and at Risk in the General Education Classroom by Sharon Vaughn, Candace Boss, and Jean Shum. The 8th edition covers the new era of research, new regulations, and changes to the education system and teaching as a whole due to legislative changes, as well as the worldwide pandemic of COVID-19. The 8th edition has been updated to consider how teaching all students is reframed in response to these issues. New to this edition are practices and strategies that are research-based and yet practitioner-tested so that they can be readily implemented within the context of the classroom. In the 8th edition, teaching practices include the Council for Exceptional Children's high-leverage practices in special education throughout each chapter, and additional suggestions for planning and implementing instructional accommodations using universal design for learning. The 8th edition also features updated diversity coverage, which incorporates additional strategies for students representing diverse backgrounds and languages, as well as for collaborating with their families. And coverage of the impact of COVID-19 on teaching and learning addresses the effect of the global pandemic on education and includes resources to assist teachers as they meet challenges to the educational outcomes and safety of their students. Now let's take a look at some of the features of the Pearson eText that make it such a good study resource for your students. The 8th edition includes 99 embedded videos, 93 of which are new to this edition. These videos, which are integrated directly into the reading, demonstrate, clarify, or expand on the concepts your students are reading about. A caption below each video prepares the students for what they're about to see and asks them questions to guide their observation and reflection. This is an example of authentic classroom video demonstrating inclusive instruction. The caption reads, "High school social studies teacher Jennifer Tebois delivers instructions and guides students in activities that prepare them to write their argumentative essays after Thanksgiving break. In addition to modeling how students will create a chart in their groups, what other educational interventions does Ms. Tebois use that are recommended for students with ADHD?" Let's watch just a brief snippet of the video.
So here's what we're going to do. You have your Cornell notes out. You have your MacBooks out. You can kind of set those off to the side though for right now, because what we're going to do is we're going to work with our notes. Here's what I want you to do. Before we start, remind your partner, what were we doing in here yesterday when you left? Ready, go.
The videos throughout the eText can be expanded to full screen if you want to show them in class, and they all have available closed captioning and downloadable transcripts. This was an example of an authentic classroom video. Other videos in the Pearson eText demonstrate effective collaboration, as this example with a speech-language pathologist and special ed teacher working together in a small group. And some videos introduce your students to individuals with exceptionalities. And finally, some of the 99 videos integrated throughout the eText introduce your students to experts in the field. Another useful feature of the Pearson eText is the pop-up glossary. As your students are reading, when they encounter a word that is bold and underlined, they simply click or mouse over, and a definition pops right up. It's also easy for your students to highlight simply by clicking and dragging. Notice they even have their choice of colors if they like to color code their notes. Here they can also add a sticky note and they can even create personalized flashcards. Students can access their notes and highlighting by going over here to the notebook icon in the left nav. They can export all their notes to essentially create a personalized study guide. The flashcard icon in the left nav takes your students to a deck of flashcards for every chapter in the text, plus any additional decks they may have created themselves. And the headphone icon takes your students to an audiobook of the complete text, enabling them to study anytime, anywhere. Your students access the eText for the 8th edition of Teaching Students Who Are Exceptional, Diverse, and at Risk through Pearson Plus, our new eText learning experience that provides flexible, affordable access online and off, thanks to the mobile app, to our engaging, interactive, and easy-to-use eTexts. And when you adopt the 8th edition, you get access to a learning management system compatible test bank. In addition to chapter tests and learning outcome quizzes, the test bank features application exercises, which guide your students to watch a video or read a case study and then put themselves in the educator's shoes and respond to short answer questions, challenging them to apply what they've been reading about. After the student submits their answer, they can read a model response provided by an author or the subject matter expert who developed the question. Thanks for joining me for this walkthrough of the Pearson eText for the 8th edition of Teaching Students Who Are Exceptional, Diverse, and at Risk in the General Education Classroom by Vaughn, Boss, and Shum. If you'd like to learn more, please visit us online at www.pearson.com or contact your local Pearson representative. Thanks.